It's weird though. I have to start recording in everything in mono instead of stereo because if I do it in stereo, it only comes out the left ear.
That's odd.
I think that's just a problem with XLR mics. I'm not entirely sure
I have no
because
idea
after
what
one
mine
quick
records
Google
in.
search, I think yours records in stereo,
Huh. Interesting.
but mine has to be in mono. Which I guess it's an XLR thing that I don't know. I've never had one of these mics before. I don't know how they work, but it's fine. Discord automatically goes through mono, so that's not an issue. But I had to switch all like OBS, Audacity, which is why I
That
was
just
testing
sounds
it.
annoying.
It is, but you know,
This is
it's whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I just have to remember to
stupid
I just have to
XLR.
remember to change stuff. Stupid $100, not $100. Stupid how much is this microphone? $200? I don't fucking know. Stupid
I don't
microphone.
know. The person microphones are more educated on that than me, even though I should probably be educated on it.
I didn't
I
even
do
buy
that
this
kind
one.
of stuff with. I do that kind of stuff for college. Not buy mics,
And
but use them.
Well, yeah. now I'm interested. How much is this? Oh, it's well, depending on how you get it, anywhere from 150 to 200 for the microphone itself.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's not bad. No.
I've seen worse. By worse, I mean expensive.
Microphone talk aside, welcome to the Wrist Rocket Podcast with your hosts, Freebiy Clover. How are you doing tonight?
Fine, because the Rams won a playoff game, and I didn't think that they would.
Wow, way to date the recording.
I mean, they could be winning next week, which, I mean, also it doesn't matter. But
this will probably be out before the next week, so I hope to have it out before the
Yeah.
next week. So, oh well.
yeah,
Oh well. So welcome to the wonderful welcome to the wonderful podcast of Star Wars.
Yeah,
Star Wars?
Okay.
God.
learn to speak, man.
Do you want to talk for me then?
Eh.
Welcome to the wonderful podcast of Star Wars. What do we have to talk
There we
about
go.
today?
I mean,
Well, a lot
Mandalorian
actually.
happened,
It's been-
and other shows.
2 months since our last episode, and I think we recorded the
Yeah.
last episode mid-season 2. I don't remember.
We're on a roll.
Yeah, we're doing great.
Sorry, my cat's attacking the dog.
You're fine, you're fine. But yes, a lot's happened. Mandalorian Season 2 is over, and a bunch of new stuff was announced. Oh, and I didn't even think about it. The High Republic started like 2 days ago.
Yeah, how's that going? I mean, it's
going-
only like one book, but
It's going good. I'm not too super far into it. And to be completely honest, I don't remember where I put it. I think it's in my closet right now. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm hoping that there's going to be some payoff with like a movie or a Disney Plus series, and because that'd be cool. But I'm also fine if it stays just like books and comics.
yeah.
I might honestly, this might be my way to jump on the comic train when the High Republic comics start, because I don't know when they do. So, because I've been wanting to like do anything comic related for a while, but I just didn't know where to start.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of work.
I would, I want to get into that, but I just suck at reading. Like,
So do I.
Izzy, go away.
But that's why I read the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Like the I've been sitting on this one for 3 years. But I have the first book in the Aftermath trilogy, which I hear is really good, and I just, for whatever reason, haven't
Yeah.
started it. And then I also and this one I have read and finished. I have the first in the new Thrawn series, which that book is also really good.
I think I actually have all of the Aftermath books, but my brother read them and he said that they're really good. I haven't read a single word out of them because, once again, I suck at reading. I cannot comprehend anything that I have read.
Well, I mean, at least the books aren't yours. The one I have is mine, and I haven't read it.
Yeah.
So, but, I'll probably do it at some point. I'll do it at some point.
Maybe.
I mean, I will do it at some point. The question is when.
Yeah.
I want to stay on top of the High Republic first, and then maybe if I have free time and I actually want to read, maybe I'll get to it. I'm already changed to maybe I'll get to it. God.
That was fast.
Yeah, I have no commitment when it comes to reading.
Yeah, same.
But, the High Republic is good. If you want to read it at some point, you can totally borrow it.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, that's why I mean, I have, 3 of the 4, like, almost manuals for Star Wars, I would say, like the Imperial Jedi and the Bounty Hunter ones, and I mean, I haven't, like, actually read through all of them. There's kind of cool things to have, so.
What's the 4th one? I forget what the 4th one is.
It's the Sith one. Yeah, it looks really funky and weird.
Well, that's just Sith for you.
Well, I mean, like, there's different sections of it. The pages look like all look completely different. I don't really know why.
Huh. Again, that's
But
just Sith for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know why I just randomly thought about this, but I want to buy a holocron.
Like from Disneyland?
Yeah.
I mean, that's where they sell them. And you can get lightsaber crystals out of them.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem. I actually have to go there to do that. I'm looking at Amazon right now, and I can get one for like $75.
I'm pretty sure you could find one from Disneyland. Someone selling on like eBay or something.
Well, this is advertised as a Galaxy's Edge Star Wars Electronic Jedi Holocron Cube.
Oh. I wonder how much they normally are. Like $40
They're currently
maybe?
out of stock.
Oh, great. Wait, what's the point of having it be Galaxy's Edge holocron if you don't have to go to Galaxy's Edge to get it?
Because it's the one from Galaxy's Edge. I don't know.
But if it's not made to be specifically from there,
Oh,
then
it doesn't even come with a Kyber crystal. I have to buy the crystal separately.
Can you buy like the special Galaxy's Edge sabers? Not like the custom ones, but like the special legacy ones that they have online.
Well, let me look.
I think
Why,
you can.
yes, you can.
Nice.
Wait.
Good.
Is that just the blade?
Because those legacy ones actually look really cool.
Oh, I was looking at just the blade, but you can get just the hilts. You have to get the blade separately, I think. That's
Those things
dumb.
look like really, really cool, and apparently they're also like really high quality for the price.
Oh, that's not right.
What?
There's one on here for Obi-Wan, but it's his Episode 1 saber, and I don't want that one.
That was cool too.
I mean, it's cool, but it's not the one.
I have toys of that one.
The closest I could get would be Luke's lightsaber, which I guess is essentially the same thing.
That one is weird, I've seen, because you can have the top of it be like a replica from the movies, but if you want to put a blade into it, you need to change it into like this special one that's just fat and ugly.
Oh. Well, I
yeah.
mean, when it comes to that blade, I probably would never like use it. I would probably maybe like get a mounted to the wall or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah,
Imported from where? That's the first thing it says on Amazon. Imported. From where?
a mystical place called California. But yeah, those things, like, I think for their price, they're actually like really high quality.
Well, according to Amazon, I take that back. It was showing me the price of the replacement blade, not the hilt itself. The replacement blade is only $75. The hilt is like $250.
I don't think that's an accurate price then. I know
Well,
they're
this is
cheaper
also
than that. I got
this
through
is
that.
also Amazon. It's probably cheaper
Yeah.
to get it from the place. Well,
Yeah.
actually, the hilts fluctuate in price. Obi-Wan is only 204. Luke was like 250.
Yeah.
Why is Dooku 300?
Well, this is cool.
It is. Dooku's is 300. You can get Ahsoka's, and it comes with both of them, the small and the big.
Yeah.
That one's 350, which
If
is
you get-
understandable.
If you get Maul's lightsaber there, it only gives you half of them, but it gives you a coupler. So if you get two, you can link them together.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, it does the same thing with Ventress, because I guess they sell Ventress lightsabers.
Probably sell everyone who's at least somewhat notable.
Well, at least on Amazon they don't. Because looking at what they have on Amazon, they have Ahsoka, Asajj Ventress, Maul, Dooku, Vader, Jedi Temple Guard.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
It actually does look cool. I assume
Those
it
are
does
the
the same
staffs.
thing where you could get like... It comes as like the single, but I assume you can get like the coupler form, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then there's Kylo Ren, Luke Skywalker, Mace Windu, Obi-Wan, but, you know, the not iconic Obi-Wan lightsaber.
Yeah.
The reforged Skywalker, which I don't know. It looks like the Skywalker lightsaber, but different and eh.
I bet it's the one from 9.
Nope. Well, maybe. I don't know.
What?
Because then the one after that is the Rey Skywalker, which is just the Skywalker lightsaber. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's not right.
I don't know. It looks like the Skywalker lightsaber, but there's like a extra bit in the middle where like that cube thing is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The weird rectangle that's really awkward to hold. There's like, it looks like there's like a little leather bit behind it. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
I think the most expensive thing on this list is the Ahsoka one because it comes with 2 technically.
Yeah, that's probably right. That's probably why.
But I think out of all of them, the coolest would probably be the Temple Guard, just because it's the most unique.
Yeah, it's like those are like normally supposed to be a pole arm, aren't they?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, they're
yellow.
longer than most staff sabers, but the blades are shorter than most lightsabers, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, they're cool. And they do like that cool thing like Krell's lightsabers do, right? Where they can like fold. I'm pretty sure they can do
I'm
that.
not sure.
I think they did that in Rebels. Maybe. I don't remember.
Trying to think. I think that one is... Hold on, I need to see what this looks like, if it's the same one that I'm thinking of.
Do you want me to send you a link to it?
Oh, let's look up Galaxy's Edge Temple Guard lightsaber. Oh yeah, that one, yes. Yeah, those do fold. I was thinking of like the ones that are like the pole.
Oh,
'cause-
yeah.
Yeah, these are the double blade ones that fold up. And I think that it comes with a folding coupler. That looks cool, actually, seeing some of these pictures.
I would like
But
to
yeah,
just buy one of like the Galaxy's Edge Legacy Sabers again just to display it.
yeah,
That would be cool.
that'd be a lot of money though.
Doesn't matter to me. It's Star Wars. We've said this plenty of times. It doesn't matter when it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
Now
I would pay
spending
$300 for lightsabers.
$550 on a collector's replica of the Millennium Falcon, that's a bit much. Although
But
does
is it
look
though?
kinda cool. And it's limited edition.
You
That's
know what that means.
No. I'm not buying it.
500 Lego Millennium Falcon. We could do that. That'd be fun.
I want to do that too, and that's the worst part. I want to.
I would have literally no place to put that. That's the problem.
Same. That's why I'm waiting.
It's so huge that there's literally no place that it would fit in my house.
I mean, I do have like I don't think it's it's definitely smaller than that, but I have the Falcon from Solo, and I still
Oh,
want to put
yeah.
that together and put it in like a coffee table,
That'd be cool.
like a
If you
glass
could,
table or something.
yeah. If you could
I
get a
I'd
coffee
probably have to,
table,
like,
find
I
a space
think
for it.
I think I'm gonna have to actually custom make one because I know someone who could do it.
Nice.
So,
I wish I knew a coffee table guy.
well, it's not. He's not specifically a coffee table guy, but I know a guy who can do it, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Let's get to our random fact so we can get on to like the actually important stuff today,
True.
because there's a lot of important stuff to talk about.
Very.
I'll give you one guess. What do you think my random fact is about?
A gang.
No.
Okay.
It's a Wookiee.
I take it I wasn't close.
No, it's a Wookiee.
Lobaka.
Nope. You ever
I
heard
was
of
gonna say
Grak
Tarful, but that's
Chawa?
too. Can't say that I have.
Okay, well, Grak Chawa was a king. It was like a Wookiee king that, I guess, was alive during the time of the Clone Wars, and the end of the Clone Wars, specifically. Because I guess he is technically in Revenge of the Sith.
What?
Yep. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page, and there is a full-on picture of the dude, and I guess he's in Revenge of the Sith. Here, let me send you a link to it so you can look at it.
I didn't even know Wookiees had kings.
And neither did I. That's until I found Grak Chawa. He was a Wookiee who served as king of Kashyyyk, the entire planet.
Yeah.
In the last years of the
hold
Republic.
on a second. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
He's been out.
Alright. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're good. What was I talking about?
The Wookiee dude.
Right. Grak Chawa, it was the king of Kashyyyk in the last couple years of the Republic and fought in the Clone Wars. He was, I guess, in Revenge of the Sith.
Well, I mean, he has a live-action picture.
Yeah. And he was also in that crappy mobile game Uprising from, like, 2015.
Seriously?
Yes.
That game had, like, everything.
Yeah, it was weird. But he was in it. So, he's both in canon and Legends. In canon, of course, he has no information about him. And in Legends, he has no information about him.
Then why put him in the game?
Well, I mean, he has a little more information in Legends, but it's not as bad.
As bad?
I don't know what I meant by that. It's more than canon, but it's not a lot. All it
Yeah.
really does is just expand on, like, the Clone Wars coming to Kashyyyk. He wanted, like, in canon, not canon, in Legends, Grak Chawa wanted to keep Kashyyyk neutral until Grievous killed his son. Or sorry,
Oh,
not
that'd be
Grievous.
understandable.
Grievous sent droids to do his job for him, because Grievous would never do it himself.
Yeah.
And then
Well, I
he
mean,
was,
that's pretty understandable why he would want to, why he wouldn't want to be neutral anymore.
yeah. And then he had to like fight some other Wookiee who was working with Ventress, and then he hired like a Jedi or something to like kill the traitor. I don't know. There's not much about him, but if you go to his Legends page and look at his quote, it's quite awe-inspiring.
I must see this. Yeah, don't worry about me, Discord. Ah. In response to the criticism that the royal families are not adequately protecting Kashyyyk's moons.
It's great. I really
What on
hope...
earth did he say that?
In canon, he was in 3 things. Revenge of the Sith, which was not his first appearance in Legends. His first appearance was in Deep Forest, which I assume is a book. A comic, sorry. And then the Clone Wars Decide Your Destiny, The Way of the Jedi. I don't know what that is. Oh, that was a young reader's novel based off of the Clone Wars, so I don't know why that's not considered canon. Interesting. Okay, whatever. But he's been in technically 4 things then. And that is our random fact for the episode. The King of Kashyyyk.
Nice.
Greg Chawa.
Oh. He has 2 live-action pictures.
What's his other one?
One of them he's wearing like his armor and stuff. The other one he's not. Could they at least get a picture of him actually in the movie?
Yeah, I don't know where he is in the movie. I'm just gonna Google Greg Chawa and see what comes up.
Yeah.
Images.
Like how he has 2 W's in his name.
Oh, is that him? Oh. Okay. I guess that would make sense. That would be him.
What, the one at the front? Or...
The scene where, like, they're all on the beach and there's, like, 100 Wookiees behind the one small barricade and the one standing on top of the barricade.
Is that him?
I guess, according to Google. and kind of looking at, like, what he's... Kind of looking at, like... I don't know. I assume that would be him. That would make the most sense if it was him.
No, I think that's Meru Meru.
Who?
I don't know. I just see another linked picture with the dude who's wearing armor that looks closer to that. It says it's labeled as Meru Meru.
Well, where in Revenge of the Sith is this hairball?
I have no clue.
Where?
Let's see that. Who is Meru Meru? Star Wars. Oh, he has a Wikipedia page. Wow, he does not have a whole lot of info. He only appears in Revenge of the Sith. I guess that's only canon, though. He has a whole lot of sources. Okay, so Meru Meru is only in Revenge of the Sith, the Revenge of the Sith photo comic, and Revenge of the Sith movie storybook. So he is only associated with that movie and absolutely nothing else.
Oh, don't tell me that Greg Chawa is only connected because of, like, the movie book or whatever.
He might be. But then why does he have a live-action costume?
Well, there are a lot of, like, those, like, movie supplement books that are just, like, picture books of stuff that aren't actually in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's true.
Might be it.
He has a quote, though.
Well, he's been in a book.
Then he exists outside the book.
That's stupid. That's absolutely stupid. Well, let's get on to the interesting stuff, shall we?
Yeah, because none of that was.
No, that was all stupid and a waste of time. It is post Mandalorian Season 2.
And it was good.
It was very good. It was very, 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 very good. I do think that they might have gone a wee bit too far on, like, the whole fan servicey bit.
No.
Yeah,
I disagree.
You're right.
You can't go too far. Actually, you can, but they didn't.
You absolutely can, but I think they were, like, skirting the line a little bit. Just a little bit.
They did to the point where it made sense.
Oh, it all made sense, but...
I think the only time that I feel like that they were going a little too far was when Ahsoka was with whatever lady was on that after their fight, and she's like, "Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn?" And she had to like say out his entire name. I'm like, okay, you didn't need to do that. If you just say "Where's Thrawn," everyone knows what you're talking about.
Well, not everybody. There are sadly people out there who have never seen the Clone Wars or Rebels or read any of the old Legends novels or played the games.
Well, the thing is though, anyone who knows him would know who you're talking about if you just say Thrawn. So, the Grand Admiral part was kind of
that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
But it is also leading me to believe that I think at this point it's kind of all but confirmed, especially with like the Investor Day like announcements and whatnot, that Thrawn will be the big bad of like not only Mando, but like the Rangers of the New Republic and the Ahsoka show that are coming out too.
Is he gonna be the Thanos of the Star Wars now?
I think that's the plan.
That would be really cool, actually.
At least for those 3 shows, anyways.
That'd be really cool.
Yes, it will be. It will be.
But then if that was the case, if that's the case and they were to come together to take him down, what show would they do that in, or would they just do it across all the shows?
See, that's a great question. I have no idea.
I guess they're probably only gonna debut them one at a time, aren't they?
Maybe, I don't know. They haven't really said anything about it.
That's how I would think that they would do it.
And
anyway.
then I guess technically you've also got the Book of Boba Fett to tie into that too. I don't know if that's going to be one season or if that's going to come in to like join with like the fighting of Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Yeah, and there's also other shows that probably aren't going to have much to do with it. So it's not like all 10 of the shows that they announced are going to tie into that. Cause, there was the Acolyte, there was Andor, there was...
Yeah. I think they've confirmed that those 3 will, and that the Book of Boba Fett takes place at the same time, but I don't know if Boba Fett himself will tie into Thrawn.
Yeah. So I think that's probably only going to be like 3, maybe 4 shows that actually tie into that.
Yeah, because I think Jon Favreau himself said that Rangers, Ahsoka, and Mando are gonna come together at some point.
Yeah.
Someone high up said it. I don't remember who, but I'm excited for it.
Yes, I am too. For it. Should be fun.
It's gonna. It's gonna be great.
I love me a good Star Wars show.
Man, watching that Investor Day live stream was so boring, but it was so worth it.
Their Hulu stuff, I'm just like, why are you talking about that? I get it's for the money, the money people who care about the money. I don't care about money. Just give me shows.
Probably the worst part about the Hulu bit, it was like they described the show, but then it would cut to like a still image and just play music for like 2 minutes.
It was so stupid. Like you could see everything on the screen in like 10 seconds. So why on earth keep it on there for longer than that?
I don't know, and most of the music for those weren't even good.
Yeah.
And I was not captivated by any of it, and I will not watch any of it because it wasn't Star Wars. We were there for Star Wars and nothing else.
Pretty sure that was most people in there.
Yeah, that and Marvel. I would say people were a lot there for Marvel too.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I didn't stick around to watch Marvel, but I guess they announced a lot for Marvel there. But this isn't Marvel. This is Star Wars.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite bit from Mandalorian Season 2?
Oh, baby. I would say probably all of like episode 6. That one, the one where they go to Tython.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
There was like a lot of stuff that happened in there, and that's where Boba was actually like back. Yeah. Officially, I mean, he was in like in previous episodes, but I mean, that's the time where he finally actually stepped in and was like, "Hey, I'm Boba Fett," and then he got his armor back, and then he's Mandalorian, which I'm glad that they actually reversed.
But then, according to other people, he's not, because he's a clone. But he's like, who cares? He's a Mandalorian.
He's still whether he's the actual like legit son of Jango or just a clone, no matter what, he was raised as a Mandalorian foundling's son, which
I
makes
mean,
him Mandalorian.
damn it, the whole culture of Mandalore exists because he was a side character in the original trilogy.
Yeah.
If Boba Fett never existed, the Mandalorians never would.
Yeah. That's the thing. Now, what I wonder is um Jango if Jango Fett was his name the whole time, or if he was adopted into Clan Fett. Like if Clan Fett still exists, because they're a thing in the Old Republic.
Ooh, that's a great question.
Because Clan Fett was a big thing in the Old Republic.
Yeah. I kind of forgot that Clan Fett was in the Old Republic.
I mean, Clan Vizsla's in the Old Republic. It'd be cool to just like keep that continuity, even though the Old Republic isn't technically canon.
Huh. Yeah, that's a really good question. I mean, people have decoded some of the stuff from like when Boba was showing Mando like his chain code or whatever. Like it references Concord Dawn, where Jango's from. Jaster Muriel, who was like Mandalore at the time. So there's some interesting stuff on there. But you know, that's a great question. I don't know. Well, he was a foundling, so maybe he was brought into Clan Fett.
Yeah.
But he was found by not. I don't know.
He was found, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So if he was found by Clan Fett, does that mean that Clan Fett still exists somewhere? I wonder, but outside of like Boba.
Well, I don't know.
I guess there's a whole lot of what ifs in that. but yeah.
Yeah, I've got no idea. At least in I think in Legends, I think Boba had a daughter or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess that probably doesn't surprise me.
Like, I think she played like I'm definitely wrong about this, but I think she played a major part in the Yuzon Vong War. I think I'm very wrong about that though, so don't quote me. Yeah.
One thing that I would think is really cool though is if sometime at the end of Mandalorian, whenever that show ends, there is at least something showing a actual like full-grown Grogu, who knows when, but just like hundreds of years in the future, because we've never seen that far in Star Wars. We've only seen like maybe 50 years faster.
That's the interesting thing. They could use Grogu to like start the next era of Star Wars.
That would be so weird, but I would actually be weirdly on board for that.
I'm definitely on board for it. Like, they could use this to, like, zoom past the sequels, maybe, like, 500 years down the line, considering that Yoda turned 900. I don't know. But they could just go, like, very far into, like, the future, so they still have room to, like, do stuff with, like, the sequel characters in that time period, but still do new stuff, too.
That's how you do stuff in the future while completely retconning the sequels without actually retconning them.
Exactly. It's a possibility, and I think that would be cool. I really think that would be cool.
That would be pretty cool.
I mean, people are complaining that, oh, Grogu died in the Jedi Temple when Ben blew it up, but we don't know if he was actually there or not.
We don't know if he was there, and we don't know if everyone there actually did die.
Actually, not everybody did die, because not all the Jedi were at the temple at the time.
Yeah.
That was explained in comics and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's
so I don't know what people are talking about.
I don't know. People are thinking that maybe it could be like, oh, like a comic thing, like a side comic or whatever. But nah, Grogu should be like the thing that starts the next era.
Grogu should be the Yoda of the next era.
Exactly.
Where, I mean, he's not like the main character, but I mean, he's like there. Exactly. And you see him every once in a while.
And that's how you connect it to, like, the old stuff, because Grogu's there.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's got to all be connected somehow.
Well, I remember one time, I saw, like, some kind of rumor, for Ryan Johnson's trilogy, which, first of all, I don't even know if that's still happening. There's been, like, no news about that in, like, 2 years. but it was like it's gonna take it. He's thinking of having it take place in like a different galaxy in the Star Wars universe. I'm like, then why call it Star Wars?
In a different galaxy?
I might be totally remembering that wrong, but there's a good chance I am. But I'm just like, it's not Star Wars anymore if that's the case.
I thought it was going to be based off that one kid from the end of The Last Jedi who was Force sensitive. Not The Last Jedi. Yeah, it's The Last Jedi.
I don't know.
That's what I heard.
That it might have been some like one-off plan that he had that he might have scrapped. I have no clue. It might also be something
galaxy.
It might also be something I totally misread or just made up on my own. So.
Well, I guess that's not totally unheard of because the Yuzon Vong came from outside the galaxy.
Yeah.
And then there was like, oh, what was it called? There was like some ship that was like a Legends thing that was supposed to like be full of Jedi and stuff that goes outside the galaxy. I forgot what we were talking about.
I don't know.
Oh,
I said something about when the next movie comes out.
Oh yeah.
Is that in like 2 years?
What is it? That's the Rogue Squadron movie, right?
Is it?
I think that's what they
I don't know.
Because they announced at the Investor Day, they announced the Rogue Squadron movie and the untitled Taika Waititi movie. Oh, yeah, Rogue Squadron's supposed to be 2023.
Okay.
So.
I think it's gonna be weird not having an actual Star Wars movie for that long.
Well, think of the gap between the originals and the prequels, and then the prequels to the sequels.
But the thing is, those were done because it wasn't owned by a multi-billion-dollar corporation that could just spew out movies like they were nothing.
Right, yeah.
So I mean, that makes sense. Now it is owned by a multi-billion-dollar corporation that could spew out movies whenever it likes.
It's a different era for Star Wars, and I mean, clearly they want to do it, whether be it because they actually care about Star Wars or they want the money.
I think that they're just now starting to care. I think that they're just now starting to care about Star Wars.
Well, I mean, when you got people
they didn't before.
When you got people like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni taking the helm on a lot of this stuff, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't think that they cared before. Like,
well,
up until
they didn't.
Skywalker.
I mean, I think they started to care when they brought back the Clone Wars for season 7.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that was them starting to care, and then they realized this new trilogy was going nowhere, so then it just drove into the ground.
I really wish they don't drive it into the ground. Like, they made it. They should just stick with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, do what kind of like do like a Clone Wars, but for the sequels, because the prequels were good movies on their own, but the Clone Wars made that era even better.
Well, the thing is, though, there's not a whole lot that you can tie in that would make those movies make much more sense.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just a weird era in itself. Nah, you know what? Fuck the sequel trilogy.
Three different directors turned to 2.
If it was one director for everything, it probably would have been completely fine.
It
might not have been the best
good.
Star Wars, but it wouldn't have been the train wreck it is now.
Yeah, it would have been good. Who knows? But it would have been better, probably.
At least if it was one director for the entire thing, it would have been like a set path.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with what makes the prequels automatically better is that there are some parts that might have been cringy, awkward, or just flat out bad, but I mean, it all made sense in the whole grand scheme of the thing.
Very bad, cringy, and that's just an understatement for some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, don't get us wrong. It's safe to say we did grow up with the prequels, literally.
Yes.
And I'll be the first to admit that some of that stuff is really, really bad.
Yeah.
But
you have to look at the grand scheme.
Exactly. It's not.
And that's why episode 3 is good.
I still think episode 3 is the best Star Wars movie ever.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the best Star Wars ever, but I think it's the best movie.
I would probably agree. I would say that the ending of season 7 is probably the best Star Wars.
I was just about to say that, so it's not too
Yeah.
far off because it's the same event, but season 7 of the Clone Wars, I've just felt like is peak Star Wars in general.
Or the
while Revenge
Umbara
of the
arc.
Sith- The Umbara arc was good, but I still think the Siege of Mandalore is better.
When you think of like what is the best Star Wars in general, you kind of have to have everything in it, and Umbara has the clones, but not the Jedi. Well, I mean it does, but it's Pon Krell, and he's not a good Jedi.
No.
And we all know that we should never say good things about him. It's not allowed.
I mean, his lightsabers are kind of cool, though.
You can't say anything good about him.
It's not about him. It's
not
the
allowed.
lightsabers.
But he owns them, so therefore it's about him.
You're right. I take it back. At least the concept of his lightsabers was used again.
Okay, I'll accept that.
So, I guess I like the concept of his lightsaber more than his lightsabers.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sorry, I just spaced off. I don't know why.
I'm glad that we're actually. I mean, I've been saying it for a long time. We're finally getting a Boba Fett something.
Yeah.
Like I've been saying it since I said they would do like anthology stuff that they then immediately shut down. Like I've been saying, I want a Boba Fett something. Give me a Boba Fett something. Now they're giving me a Boba Fett something, and I'm happy.
It's about damn time. He can finally be the badass he's actually supposed to be. Because
he's always been a side character.
Exactly. He's been a side character that's been overhyped to everything.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. He looks cool, but it's not like he did anything in the original trilogy.
And the only time that he was ever, like, hyped up as a big thing and then got, like, sort of a spotlight was when he was a kid in the Clone Wars. Like, that's not the Boba we want. Even though he was cool in that, that's not the Boba that we wanted.
And there would have been a potentially really cool arc between him and Cad Bane, but that got cut, so that doesn't count.
Yeah.
So, I think they went back and... Because I think in Legends... with Boba specifically, his armor was different, but they've gone back and made it so that his armor is now Jango's armor.
No, that was always that way.
Really? I thought in Legends it was, like, different. Like, it wasn't Jango's
No,
armor.
it's the same armor.
Really?
It's been the same armor, yeah. I had a book, and it talked about how he hid Jango's body and took the armor off of him.
Oh, fuck me.
And then took a ship, and then went to some moon off of some planet, and I forgot the rest of the book.
Huh. No, I thought I heard from somewhere that, like, in Legends, the armor was not Jango's. And someone was, like, really happy that it is now. And I don't know.
I could have swore that it was Jango's the whole time, but who knows? There's a lot of stuff that I learned, but I was wrong.
Did you know he had knee rockets?
No, and I'm happy he does.
Apparently he did in Legends.
I'm happy he does. Because
It is such
a weird thing that I love.
Nobody ever asked for knee rockets, but he has them.
I mean, I'd take some knee rockets if I had if they were available to me.
They're pretty cool. It's not every day you can just like shove your knee and blow someone up. That was a weird way to describe it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
God.
Shove your knee and blow someone up.
Just like violently point and rockets shoot.
Yeah. Another thing out of Mandalorian that I guess was never answered and is actually purposely left ambiguous for the future is why they needed Grogu's blood. But
didn't we decide it was for the Dark Troopers?
Not the Dark Troopers. Well, did they? I don't know.
Because what did you say it was? It was like the Reborn and something?
The Reborns and the Shadow Troopers that are in Jedi Knight and Jedi Outcast. But also my brother said that it could be used to clone the Emperor.
That's what I was thinking, because in that one episode where they go back to Navarro and like there's that thing in the tube, someone said it somewhat resembled Snoke. I didn't think it at first, and I still don't think it is, but...
I
if
think
that's
it would be
Snoke,
really
why
good.
is it... Why is it in an abandoned Imperial outpost on Navarro?
Yeah, because there was nothing like that in in like episode 9. It was like on whatever planet where it was
Well,
like in
I
some
guess
underground.
it could have started on Navarro, and then they moved it to Exegol or whatever, but...
Yeah, I don't know. I think
Because
it'd be
like
cooler if they went.
they could have had that set up before Palpatine died, obviously, but
Yeah, I don't know. I
still,
think it'd be
why
cooler if it was
Navarro?
like, yeah. I think it would have been cooler if it was if it's the Reborns and Shadow Troopers, because those things are
I
cool.
think it's gonna go more along the line of Shadow Troopers. I don't think they're gonna go that far with like the Reborn and stuff. I just don't think they will.
Well, I guess the Shadow Troopers that I'm thinking of are pretty much Reborns, but more powerful. I know the Shadow Troopers that you're thinking, like the actual Shadow Troopers that everyone thinks of, but
Well, the
because
only
they're
one I
Shadow.
know is Battlefront.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I'm thinking of in Outcast, there's pretty much stronger Reborns. They wear like what's supposed to be like lightsaber proof armor, which could be Beskar, which they could make into Beskar, and they have like a crystal with them that would like amplify their force powers that they had, and
oh, those look cool.
yeah, you're looking them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just awesome, and I think that'd be a really interesting arc to go down that maybe they could face in the Ahsoka show.
I
If you
think it
want to
would
tie everything
be a
together.
cool. It would be a cool concept. I just think that they won't go that far because like there's a bunch of Reborn in the Outcast games, but at that time there's also a bunch of Jedi.
Yeah.
So the only reason I think they won't is because there's 2, 3 maybe that we know of, like Jedi in the universe, galaxy. I'm not saying
Well,
they
yeah, but you
can't.
could
I just think they might be taking it. It might not be as big or as extreme as there was in Outcast.
maybe it's just like a few people that they test it with, and that's as far as it goes. But who knows? I think it'd be cool if they went that route instead of.
I mean, it would be cool, but
I would rather them go this route than like the Snoke or Palpatine route.
yeah, it would be cool. I just think the lack of the Jedi in the galaxy is the reason they won't.
Because they'd be too overpowered, or because they would like the Empire would have no reason.
I would say a bit of both.
Like for the show, they would be too overpowered to have.
Well, I mean, if there's like, don't get me wrong, Luke and Ahsoka are both very powerful Jedi in their own senses, but
Well,
their
yeah.
own senses
I
and their
mean,
own
like,
rights,
there's
but
no
like,
way.
but like, if you start sending like 50 plus Reborn at one Jedi, the Jedi's gonna die eventually.
Well, I'm not saying they bring in like 50. I mean, you don't send 50 Jedi after someone, and in the older probably they don't send 50 Sith after one dude. They send 50 Sith at an entire Jedi temple.
I don't know.
So,
It'd be cool.
yeah.
It would definitely be cool though.
I think that if they go that route, it shouldn't be so much be, oh no, they're just pumping out these people that have the Force. It should be like, oh no, they're doing this operation. We need to shut it down. Instead,
Yeah.
so like maybe they get like 1 or 2 out, but it's not like they're just pumping out all these people.
I don't know if they go down that route. Do you think that could be like a potential end to make Kyle canon again?
Absolutely. I mean, they already missed it with the Death Trooper, not the Death Troopers, the Dark Troopers.
Yeah.
But I mean, not like that's too big of a deal
No.
that they missed that opportunity.
Man, how much stuff that was Legends did they make canon in season 2? It was what? The Dark Troopers, Tython. Is that it?
Boba surviving,
Yeah.
Boba being Mandalorian.
Yes.
Let's see here.
I looked it up and it says
What else is there? What can I think of off the top of my head?
I'm starting to think that might actually be it. Those things. I thought
No,
for
there's
whatever
gotta
reason I
be
thought it was
more.
more, but
I give it
Man, why can't I remember? I I mean, there was one thing that they straight up just changed, in that you have to battle to the death for the Darksaber, even though, and Bo's like, oh man, I have to do that, even though she just accepted Sabine giving it to her in Rebels.
Well, there's got to be some sort of explanation for it, considering that Filoni, is working on this. There's got to be an explanation for it. They can't just outright change it.
Who knows?
I assume that'll be explained sometime in season 3, but there's no way they just change that to have some sort of conflict. There has to be like some reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
Because that's absolutely what's going to happen. There's going to be some sort of conflict between Bo-Katan and Din Djarin, where she wants the Darksaber to rule Mandalore. He wants nothing to do with it, but he can't just give it to her. So they're going to have to fight at some point.
Yeah.
I would hope not to the death, but
I think season 3 could have a bunch of interesting directions, because there's that they have to worry about. They're going to save Mandalore because that's what he agreed to, for them to help him.
I'm excited for that.
Gideon is still alive.
Action?
Yeah. Gideon is still alive. Grogu and Luke are off doing their own thing, though I don't think Luke will show up again.
Probably.
Mark Hamill probably charges a lot.
I'm still surprised that he showed up to begin with.
Yeah. And Mark Hamill agreed. I thought that Mark Hamill said that he was done being Luke, but I mean, I guess when he gets to portray the Luke that he actually likes, he's all on board.
That'll change some stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That could have been like if it wasn't Luke at the end. Spoilers if you haven't seen it, but if you haven't seen it, why are you here? If it wasn't
We've been talking spoilers the whole time.
Right, exactly. But if it wasn't Luke, who would you have wanted it to be?
Kyle would be pretty awesome.
It would be. Yes.
Obi-Wan. No.
I mean, I guess it couldn't really be out of the realm to see like a Force ghost, but I doubt any of them knew Grogu.
Yeah. Obi-Wan might have. He was a master on the council.
True, yeah. I don't know. It would have been a potential cool tie-in if Cal Kestis showed up, but we don't know if he's all dead yet, though.
I would say he's too obscure for people to know, but I mean, I don't think he's any more.
Well, so is Cobb Vanth, but he was in the show.
So is what?
So is Cobb Vanth, but
well, yeah. But I mean, I feel like more people, me and a lot of other people would have a bigger reaction to like Kyle being in it than Cal.
Yeah.
The
only reason I throw Cal out there is because he's the canon option. I would much rather it be Kyle, but
yeah. Who else would be alive at that time? I'd say Shakti, because we never know if she's alive or not.
She's died so many times.
Yeah.
What is considered her canon death?
I think it's in the Jedi Temple protecting someone.
The deleted
Either
scene?
that or the deleted scene where Grievous kills her on his ship. One of the deleted scenes.
Those were both deleted scenes.
I don't know. I need to look this up. Because I bet it says somewhere. I bet that it is official somewhere. How does Shakti die? Let's go to Wikipedia.
According to the Wikipedia, it was... Oh, that's right. There was a scene of a vision on Mortis from the Clone Wars of her being stabbed in the back of the temple.
So it was right the first time.
But that was technically originally a deleted scene, though, yes? I don't know.
I don't know.
She's died like 2 or 3 times in Legends.
Yeah.
Or, well, I guess only once in Legends, and like 1 or potentially 2 deleted scenes.
Well, no, she's impaled in Yoda's vision, like at the end of season 6.
Is that what it was?
So
I thought it was like on Mortis.
So I mean, it's definitely more likely that that did happen because it's Yoda's vision, but it's also like something that can be avoided. I don't know, but
But we can all agree that the Force Unleashed death is way cooler.
yeah, it was way more epic. I'd rather die fighting on a Sarlacc and then in an epic showdown than just being stabbed in the back in the Jedi Temple.
God, yeah, she's... yeah.
What was it? I was thinking of something else. What was it? Dang it. I forgot.
Is that what I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
That can't be what I'm thinking of.
No, the
Probably
one
not.
I said is way more eerie.
You good?
Okay, so I guess the death I'm thinking of, the one in the temple, was originally done in Lego Star Wars,
Yes!
where she's like stabbed in the back, and I guess that's what's represented in season 6 of the Clone Wars.
No, what happens in Lego Star Wars, because I've played this mission plenty of times, is when Obi-Wan and Yoda go to the Jedi Temple, and you know when Obi-Wan's like, I have to see who did all this, and Yoda's like, no, don't do it, and then he watches it. In Lego Star Wars, it's like Shakti is there, like she's sending some kind of message, and then Anakin just walks up behind her and then cuts off her head and then cuts off her torso from the legs. and that's what it is. If that is if the season 6 thing is a reference to that, that's kind of funny.
No, the scene in Lego Star Wars is a reference to a deleted scene, but the season 6 is what the deleted scene is.
I'm just gonna go with that's the canon one.
Well, it is, because she got stabbed
Yeah.
in the back, but it's technically a deleted scene.
That's a weird like chain of events.
So if you count both her actual canon death and then the Grievous deleted scene, she's stabbed in the back twice in one movie.
Yeah. One thing I'm curious about, how big is Grievous's collection?
I'm gonna Google that. That's a great question.
Because he always talks about adding stuff to his collection.
The General Grievous Wiki?
What?
That's the
How many pages? 71 pages.
According to the General Grievous lightsaber, the General Grievous Wiki, there's only 7 lightsabers on here, one of which was taken back.
Okay, so this wiki does not have a lot of information because I just went to a random page and it came up with the first battle of Geonosis, which only has 2 sentences on the page. So, the first battle of Geonosis, or the first battle, the battle of Geonosis, or the first battle of Geonosis, make up your mind where this one took place, was the first battle in the Clone Wars that occurred in 22 BBY on Geonosis. General Grievous spectated this battle.
So the page
That's
on
it.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is 2 sentences long.
I feel like this person was just drunk and then made this page. This website.
Obi-Wan Kenobi was responsible for killing General Grievous and wielded a single-bladed blue lightsaber. Grievous seemed to think of Obi-Wan as his arch-enemy and would frequently question him about his skills. They battled many times throughout the Clone Wars, but at the end, Obi-Wan won. Years later, Obi-Wan was killed by Darth Vader. Why does that matter?
I'm gonna bookmark this tab for a random fact at some point.
And I don't even know if all of this stuff on here is considered canon or not. What is this? The Revenge of Obi-Wan 2, The Iciest War. Okay.
Oh man, this thing has a page. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna keep that for later.
I'm coming back here at some point. The answer to the question, though, I guess 6 lightsabers, which isn't that...
I have a
this
feeling
anyways.
it's actually better because this does not seem official in any way, shape, or form.
Let me rephrase the question.
I'm just gonna click on a different link.
That was really awesome.
Why doesn't it say how many lightsabers he has?
I just see a headline: Grievous used two impossible lightsabers in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, I saw that. It didn't make any sense.
Well, first of all, one of them, I guarantee they just used random lightsaber assets that they had as his lightsabers, and not
Oh, they
necessarily
did.
they were making unique ones.
'Cause
Because one of
isn't
them is
one of-
Anakin's.
Isn't also another one Obi-Wan's?
Yes, I'm looking at a picture of him right now. And also, if you look at it, I think one of them is like Plo Koon's, which I mean he didn't kill Plo Koon, but also Plo Koon and Luminara have the same lightsaber, so that's also probably a similar case where they just had to reuse an asset.
They did?
Yeah.
I've never noticed that.
Really?
No.
Look up Plo
I've never
Koon.
noticed
Let's see here. Plo Koon lightsaber. Lightsaber hilt. No, not built. Hilt. Yep, there's that. Let's see here. Luminara.
Oh my
blue
god, they
lightsaber.
do.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I bet it's because they were just supposed to be side characters in the movie, and they just didn't want to make a bunch of lightsabers.
Is the same dude clean?
But yet
So
they
they just
kept
used the
that
same
in
design.
the Clone Wars?
Well, I mean, at that point, they already have established lightsabers, so you might as well just keep it.
Yeah, but at the Clone Wars you can do anything.
But they're
Well, not
already seen
anything,
having these lightsabers in the movie.
Well, how many times have Obi-Wan and Anakin rebuilt lightsabers?
When they lost them,
So yeah, one of them could have just lost it.
but no. I mean, Obi-Wan lost his in episode 1. He built the exact same version in episode 2.
And then he lost it again, and then he built the one everybody knows.
Yeah. And Anakin's in episode 2 and episode 3 look pretty similar, even though there is noticeable difference.
Oh well. It's weird. Who cares?
Yeah. Oops, I almost opened my D&D notes.
Nice, good job.
I just have an entire, like, separate browser open for that because I have a lot of tabs open.
Topic so quickly.
Okay, I only said one sentence and I was going back.
Because we haven't really even talked. We've brought it up a couple times. We haven't really talked much about fucking the Investor Day stuff yet.
Yeah, we did.
Well, I mean, we've brought it up, but we haven't talked about everything.
We talked about some of it.
we did, but we didn't talk about all of it.
True.
And
What
there
did
are
we
some
not
things I
talk
feel like
about
we
then?
should talk. Well, we didn't talk about Visions.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Anime, Star Wars anime.
I'm excited for that because that just sounds cool. Let's see. We
Now
brought
it has to have like a Star Wars anime intro, or I will be upset.
It better. That'd be cool. That might have been the only thing we didn't bring up. Now that
Well, there's
I'm
an
thinking about
Acolyte, the Sith show. That one sounds really cool.
it. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Acolyte. Yeah.
I want a
That-
Sith show because I like stories about bad guys.
Yeah, and I think that I think that's what it's supposed to be. Like it is the
I mean,
Sith show.
it's called The Acolyte, and last time I checked, there's not really anything in Star Wars that would have a name of an acolyte.
Yeah.
If the Old Republic has taught me anything, it's that acolytes are Sith, and that people don't like them because they're slaves.
Yeah, that'll be
But yeah,
interesting. That's for like the one thing they announced. Well, that they actually announced that is that's probably going to be the most interesting because it's the thing we know the least about.
yeah. That stings because, I mean, they announced like the Rogue Squadron and that kind of stuff, and the New Republic and all that. I'm just like, that's cool, but I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll probably care about the New Republic show because that ties into Mandalorian, but I'll be honest, Rogue Squadron, I mean, I'll watch it, and I'll probably love it. It's just when I hear, oh, Rogue Squadron movie, I'm just like, okay. If I want a war movie, I want a Clone Wars thing, because Clone Wars is just more fun.
I heard that Rogue Squadron isn't that supposed to take place after the sequels?
Is it? I don't know. I didn't look into it.
I thought that's what I thought I heard something about that.
Does Rogue Squadron last that long? The squadron itself?
I don't know.
Because that was Luke's squad in episode 4.
Yeah. I don't know. Rogue Squadron definitely lasted till the Battle of Jakku. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So, and I guess in the transit at that point they would have been the New Republic. So, I guess there's no reason why they couldn't just keep the name. It's definitely not going to be the same people.
I was gonna say, like, if it is the same people, they're gonna be like 80, but
yeah.
And you don't want them flying your planes or your ships or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, I heard I thought I heard somewhere that it's supposed to take place after the sequel trilogy. I could be wrong though.
No.
I don't remember where I heard it from.
There's kind of
So
I'd be fine if it took place like I think it'd be cool if it was like during the movies, because if you think about it, just about everything that Disney has put out has either been between 3 and 4 or after 6.
yeah.
And there's like nothing that's happened during it.
Well, actually, a lot of the comics seem to take place anytime between 4 and 6. Like a lot of the.
Well, I don't
gaps
read comics.
Well, neither do I. But a lot of the stuff between like 4 and 5, and then 5 and 6 have been filled in by comics, from what I've seen.
Huh.
I haven't read
Maybe
any
I
of
should
them
read more
because I don't know
comics.
where to start. But
I don't read those Vader comics.
yeah,
Those things
are
look
really
really
good,
cool.
But
I mean, I think that there's one in the comic. Man, we really changed topics very quick.
that's what we're best at. So
There's like I saw like there was one part of it where Anakin goes to Naboo to like Padme's tomb. I'm like, that looks cool. I want to know the context for that.
oh my
And
god, we didn't talk about the Bad Batch.
To be fair, that's been known about for a long time.
It
But
is,
yeah,
but
we should
We
have.
finally got to see some footage of it though.
Yeah, and it looks awesome.
It does.
They need
And
to
then we also
bring in
didn't
Delta
bring up-
Squad.
We also didn't bring up the Lando show
I forgot about that.
because I think that's the one that had the least amount of information on it.
Yeah, I forgot that is happening. I don't know how I forgot about that.
I think the only thing they said about it was who's writing it, and I don't remember who's writing it.
And there's no cast or anything.
No, not that they've announced, but they've got 2 people who are probably very willing to be Lando, depending if they need young or old.
I'm gonna say, just for consistency's sake, I would probably have. Well, I guess it depends on when it takes place, but
Now,
would probably
I
rather
know
have-
this would be a stretch, but I think it would be cool if they did both, where it's like old Lando telling stories of his past, and then it goes to young Lando.
that would be awesome.
I think that would be really cool.
Story time with Lando.
Exactly, yeah.
I would want that, and how he meets Hondo.
Where's the Hondo show? Just give us the Hondo show.
I mean, how else would Hondo get the Millennium Falcon for Galaxy's Edge?
I don't know. Well, for Galaxy's Edge, what? This is a stupid question, but when does Galaxy's Edge take place?
They have a timeline.
Where is
It's on-
Galaxy's Edge on the timeline?
It is on the official Star Wars timeline.
Because depending on where it fits in the timeline, it could be in Rey's possession by then.
Let's see here. Galaxy's Edge takes place sometime during the sequel trilogy.
It doesn't say when.
It's between The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker.
Okay, so it would be Rey. It would technically be Rey's at that point, or is it Chewbacca's?
But how does Hondo get it? I say it's Chewbacca. I mean, it's probably actually Rey's, which I think is stupid. I think it should be Chewbacca's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's Chewbacca's. Just because I don't like, just because it just makes more sense.
Because it's not like the dead Han is just gonna give it to some girl he just met.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched all the good ones.
And Chewbacca actually knows what he's doing with it.
Well, she does too, apparently, but, you know, because
he knows what he's
she
doing
knows
better.
How to do everything. He's been alive for what? A long time?
Yeah. He still looks great.
Because he was, like, what, 150 during Solo?
Something like that, yeah.
It was 100-something. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
And he's still looking great. Is that a Galaxy's Edge movie poster? That looks really weird.
I don't get why they had to put this on the timeline, though. Like, why does that's one thing with Disney that's kind of annoyed me, is that, like, every single thing has to fit in somewhere and be specific and have all this stuff. And just, like, just give me a Star Wars thing. I don't care about all these, like... Like, just tell me, okay, it takes place sometime during the sequel trilogy. Boom, we're good. Like,
we don't need to know specifics. If specifics matter, it'll come up naturally. You don't have to tell us.
Yeah. Like, and like Galaxy's Edge, it's a theme park. I get that with Disney World they try to be as immersive as possible, but I'm not going in there thinking I've been transported to Star Wars. I'm going in there going like, I'm at Disney World at Star Wars Land. I'm on whatever Spire outpost.
God, yeah, no, I really feel like we just shit all over the Disney Star Wars every episode. We still like bits and pieces. We just complain about it a lot.
There's just other bits and pieces that I like to complain about.
I mean, if we're gonna complain
like
about
that.
Star Wars, it's gonna be it's gonna be the parts that's universally hated.
Yeah.
Like, don't get us wrong. Like, we're shit talking this stuff, but that doesn't mean we hate it.
I want to go to Galaxy's Edge so bad. Not that I hate Galaxy's Edge. It's just like, not that I hate Galaxy's Edge. It's just I hate the idea of it like taking place at a certain time. But I mean, Galaxy's Edge is gonna be around forever. So it's no. So what? Does it just exist outside of the realm of time? At least I hope it exists forever.
Probably the only reason it is like tied to the sequel trilogy is because that's when it came out. It doesn't have to be sequel trilogy.
They should have just made it like Star Wars Land and had it be like all the eras. Because I mean, at Disney World they have like Mickey in like a bunch of different areas at once, and I mean, while they do have it set up specifically so no Mickey will ever be in the same place at the same time, if I go to the next land over and Mickey's there, I'm not just going to be like, oh, Mickey, you teleported over here. I'm going to be like, oh, Mickey, you're someone else in a costume. So having 3 different eras there for a Star Wars land would not like make people mad.
No, if anything, that'd be even like cooler and stuff. Because imagine like part of the Star Wars area is the prequels, the next part is the originals, and then like the third part, the part that no one goes to, is the sequels.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go there to see it. It'd still be pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, I'd go to it, but like it's not Darth Vader. It's not like you can walk up to someone in the sequel trilogy and like kneel before them and expect them to like do something. I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean, you could also do like way more iconic stuff. You could go to the Mos Eisley Cantina. You could, yeah, and you could be at the Jedi Temple or something like that. And I don't know, high five Darth Vader or something, even though he probably wouldn't like that. Uh,
Like, do you know what I would do to go like take a selfie with Obi-Wan?
you would do
I would.
anything.
Yeah, exactly. And I hate selfies, and I'd still do it. Anything to meet the high ground in person.
I mean, he always has it. He just like walk on like half-inch tall stilts.
Just like raised shoes.
Yeah. So that he's always taller than everyone.
That would be cool.
Have Ewan McGregor full time at Disney World.
I can't
got
think of
anything
anything
else?
else, dude. I can't think of anything.
Alright, it seems we've run dry.
Should we wrap this episode up then?
I think so.
Is there any parting words you would like to say?
I was gonna say something stupid like may the force be with you, but I'm not a simp like that.
Alright.
So those are my parting words. I know I did not use the word simp properly right there, but I don't care. I was just looking for a word, and that was the first word that popped into my head.
That's quite the first word to pop into someone's head.
I don't know why that was the first word that popped in my head.
Oh, God. Yeah, if you enjoyed the podcast, stick around for our other podcast now loading. You can find us elsewhere in the description below. And while you're down there, join our Discord. Follow us on Twitter at Bunch of Dums, because we're cool. Mostly so you can get updates when we actually put stuff out.
Yeah.
Because we don't really use it for... We really only use Twitter anyways to announce when the podcasts go out.
And then, at least that's what the main page is.
And then even still... Kishta forgot to do that when he put out episode 11, so I had to do it for
Yeah,
him.
what the heck?
So, you know, I'm better. I'm cooler. I remember social media. Anyways, just go check us out, and we'll
You
catch
get
you in the
more
next
views.
episode, whenever that is. Hopefully not in another 2 months.
Yeah, maybe sooner.